First Timothy 6:3-5. If someone spreads false teaching and does not agree with sound words, that is those of our Lord Jesus Christ, and with the teaching that accords with godliness, he is conceited and understands nothing, but has an unhealthy interest in controversies and verbal disputes. This gives rise to envy, dissension, slanders, evil suspicions, and constant bickering by people corrupted in their minds and deprived of the truth, who suppose that godliness is a way of making a profit. So what will go to the phrase which gives rise to envy? Understand what I'm doing there. I'm still in my series focused on the phrase corrupted in their minds, talking about corrupted minds, corrupt minds. That's what I'm still focused on. But I'm not so much focused on actions, but on the mind, on what is going on in the mind, which nobody can see. And of course, it's going to spill out into your life, but if we can nip it in the bud, if we can deal with the mind issue, then we're going to go a long way in our life, in our pursuit of being transformed, right? So that is so important. So we have envy here. Envious thoughts can come to your mind. You need to be able to identify, oh, this envious thought that is coming to my mind. The issue is the process of identification. To identify that this is a thought of envy, not to try to suppress it, not to try to wave it aside as if it's nothing, not to try to argue with that thought. If somebody just made $1 million, your envious thoughts can be, oh, but they don't have a nice family like I do. So in a way, the envious thought has come. The thought of envy can come like an innocent observation. So you need to be aware of, this is a thought of envy coming to me. It means the lack of contentment, the lack of thanksgiving. I can't be envious and then I'm thankful at the same time. And it's a training of the mind. You need to train your mind to identify thoughts of envy when it's coming, just like the balloon I mentioned. That the balloon is coming and it has envy on it, you pop it. You engage with it. You don't try to push it aside. You engage with that thought and you take that thought of envy that is rising in your heart. You take that thought of envy, you take it captive. Look at the time. The time is whatever the time is, that second, that moment, that minute of your life. That thought wants to occupy that space, and then it's like a seed. It wants to begin to germinate. It wants to consume you. That is the plan of the thought. The thought doesn't want to just hide. The thought wants to take over. So you need to engage. You need to engage at that level of warfare. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And you could have otherworldly influences, and this is my own judgment now, broadcasting evil thoughts in your mind. And it can come in different ways, but you need to engage at the level of those thoughts. Someone else in the book of Ephesians, Paul mentioned the Spirit now energizing the sons of disobedience. You are not going to be driven into any particular direction if not for the thoughts that has to come and settle there. So you need to engage in the battle for the mind space of your thought. Paul somewhere else said, no worry about anything. So worry itself is coming to you as thoughts. See that balloon coming as worry. Pop that balloon, engage with it, recognize it and identify it. And that's a light coming in that direction. And Paul said, do not worry, but tell your request to God. And the peace of God will be a guard on your heart. That's what we want. That's the direction we want. God bless you. See you later.